Joe, maybe?
No, his name is Lawrence. What, do you know him?
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for the notification of the uploads, baby. And for those of you returnees, you ain't got the minerals. You ain't got the minerals. Listen, we're going to talk to you guys about Insecure. Yes, you guys have been requesting it by the dozens, and so I'm finally doing an Insecure review. Boom. Let's get into it. Let's not waste much time. So the first thing I want to talk about is the first thing I want to talk about is the bowling scene with Molly and Andrew. You can see them obviously doing their bowling. It's very nice, having a date and going out. Now here's my thing. Whenever it comes to dating, I always say this. You know what? Can't give your body over for commitment. Yeah? And that these things like kissing, sex, oral sex, anal sex, whether it was penetration, whatever type of sex, including kissing as well, it always comes with an expectation. Yeah? A person sees it as expectation. When you start building physical intimacy with somebody, the person starts to begin to build up expectation. Now here's the thing. The moment Andrew made a pass about the kiss, because she didn't suggest it. He suggested it. If he gets a strike, he's gonna kiss her. Now, when he precluded that, missed the shot and then proceeded to kiss her, in her head, she's committed. Now, when I say committed, it means that, okay, we're gonna be exclusive, yeah? I'm not saying we have to be in a relationship straight away, but we're being exclusive. So I'm not assuming you're gonna be dating anybody else. Why? Because you shouldn't be kissing anybody else. I mean, if this was the other way around, and she was kissing goons, kissing guys, and she came to you, Andrew, and kissed you, how would you feel? And see, a lot of guys don't like that. You understand? If they found out a girl was kissing multiple guys in many different dates before they got to them, would they want to kiss that girl? No! So the whole point is this. The moment he kissed her, he started a contract. Non-verbal. You understand? And so you have to understand. So ladies, I'm just suggesting this to you. You can't give your body over for commitment, yeah? If he kisses you, then you have to state what you're expecting. Stop pretending as if you don't have an expectation. This is what Molly did. Molly decided that she was going to say nothing. And so when he got into the car scene, right? When he got into the car scene...
You got a date with one of your other girls? Huh? You out here in these streets?
Is that funny?
Wait, are you dating other people?
She was stressed. Why was she stressed? Because the moment he said, when she asked him, oh, you know what you're doing on Friday then? And he said, oh, I'm gonna be basically out and about busy, yeah? And then she made a joke about, oh, you're gonna be dating anybody. And then he then states, yes, I will be dating somebody. What does that do to her mindset? Well, instantly, she's already thinking about the fact that, hold on a minute, I really thought we were exclusive. Why? Because see, when people start kissing and touching and doing all these things that are intimate, yeah, when you start building intimacy on a physical and sexual level, people start to build expectation. It's not free. It is not free. Do you understand? Not only that, she's also inviting you out to her friend's mix-up as well, bro. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Inviting you to the friends mix-up means that there's some type of, I'm comfortable with you enough to bring you around my friends. You should know that already. Commitment is starting to creep up behind you. You understand? But the point is, men take advantage of the grey area. If she don't say it, well, I'll take advantage then. And that's what we get here. And so, they end up going to the block party, and you see Molly's obviously talking to Issa, and she's complaining, saying, she found out that obviously he's dating someone, and she had to even lie in the car. That's the maddest thing. She had to lie in the car to make it seem as if she was with somebody, but actually she was her. And these are the things where in relationships, communication is key. So what happens is this. She speaks to Issa. Issa's not really concentrating on that because she's got other things she's thinking about. And then at the end of the party, her and Andrew have a conversation, right? Molly and Andrew have a conversation. Now, at this point, at this conjunction, what Molly should have been doing is expressing her feelings. There is nothing weak about being vulnerable. Yeah? There's nothing weak about being vulnerable. What you're doing is a strong thing. What you're saying is this, look, Andrew, you know what? I'm kind of feeling you. I'm kind of liking you, but I want to know where you stand. So I have a thing where it's called PEW. It's position, expectation, wants. If you follow my channel, you know long enough. You must state your position. What is your position? Your position is this. A, you know what, I like you. And then your expectation is this, you know what, I want us to date exclusively because I can't be kissing anybody like that. You understand? Either that or stop kissing me and let's just go with the flow as it is, and you can still continue dating who you're dating. Do you understand? But you've got to state a position and an expectation. You cannot have silent expectations because that will lead to public disappointments. Do you understand? It normally does. And then so that W stands for his wants. He or she's wants. Once you stated your PE, the person must now begin to state their wants. If their wants do not match up with your expectations, you duck and you dive. But she didn't do that with Andrew. Instead, she did what children do, right? This is what we all do. We get stressed and annoyed. We're not sure how to communicate. And then we go silent and we do the silent treatment. It's passive aggressiveness. We go silent and then we try to throw other things on top of it as if that was the issue. And not only that, she came with...
I'm gonna hang back and help Issa. Is that cool?
Yeah, for sure. I'll just lift on.
him. She was driving. So look how rude she now becomes. Because of the fact she doesn't want to address something, look how rude she becomes to a guest that she's brought along with her to the block party. She now says, obviously, that, yeah, I'm going to stay long behind, da-da-da-da. Darling, how are you going to stay behind when you brought my man here? You know what I mean? That's disrespectful. You don't do that to a guest. Do you understand? Giving him the cold shoulder, and he eventually picks up on that. Listen, again, you're expecting a man to pick up on your mind. Fam, we can't read minds. Thanos cannot read minds. Only God, Jehovah, can read minds. And even he asks you to speak. So guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, please speak your expectations when you're feeling something along the way.
Are you all right?
Because nobody can read your mind. So when she did that, it was very, very childish. And then to top it off, when she has a conversation with Issa at the end of the block party, one thing I always say, I stress upon is that some people like to give you brutal, honest truth. I used to be one of those people. So I realized it's not out of love. You're doing it out of being right. And trying to be right is an egotistical, prideful thing, which comes from a place of fear. So let me tell you something now. That done outside of love ain't good to anybody, right? You saw the way that Issa reacted to the way that she said a comment. When Issa said, oh, look, you know what? You just have to communicate and, you know, just kind of state it, blah, blah, blah. And then Molly comes back at her with one bar, like, you know, like, your life is always complicated, like, you always make it messy. Like, do you know what I mean? And it was not done from a place of love. It was done from a place of, I think she was slightly hurt from the fact that, you know, the Andrew situation. Because after, she immediately texts Andrew. So she's still pumped. Still feeling some type of way. And then she delivers her line without love. And the Bible says, you know, what is it? What is prophecy? What is the gifts of the Spirit without love? You are a noisy cymbal, right? You're just talking, making noise. But without love, it's not going to be delivered the way it needs to be delivered. And this is the most important thing when it comes to being in a friendship group. Are you delivering that sentence to somebody just to be right? Or are you delivering it to love? Because if she had delivered it to love, would she have delivered that sentence to Issa the way she did? No. And Issa wouldn't have reacted the way she did. You know, saying something that I'm holding you accountable when really the scenario didn't justify that.
Your life don't have to be this messy, right? Sometimes I think you like that shit. Okay.
You know, she's trying to be friendly. She's trying to be friendly. Maybe it's not the best thing to do. She's trying to be friendly with the girl, and you're going like that. So for me, I saw that and I said, I'm not really feeling that behavior, Molly. Yeah, calm down on them things. Cool. Our next point of contention is having Issa finding out that Lawrence, her ex-boyfriend of 5 years, is actually dating her friend now called Condola. Now, obviously, Condola and her met at a baby shower. I've not watched any of the previous seasons, by the way. So they met at a baby shower, right? And obviously, through that, Condola also then met her Issa's ex-man, Lawrence, right? Who's his middle name, by the way. So what we see happen is that they're getting along, they're having a good time, nobody's none the wiser, yeah? And then, I think is it Jennifer or Jen or Tracy, I can't remember her name, whatever, comes over and then obviously blurts out the information about the fact that, in the end, that Condola is dating Issa's ex-boyfriend. Now, here's the thing. It's a tough thing to say what the correct thing to do here is. Because the truth of the matter is, Condola and Issa have not been friends long enough for there to be loyalty to girls.
What? Do you know him?
Issa and Lawrence are exes. They dated. They were a couple.
I want you to understand this. they haven't been friends long enough for somebody to declare outrightly, hey, girl code. This is why Issa couldn't declare girl code, because they have not been friends long enough. But she likes the girl that much, she's willing to at least try and be friends with her. Do you understand? Cool. And, you know, again, this is where truthfulness comes in. If we pretend, we always cause more problems down the line. So Issa has a problem with the fact that Condola's dating the ex-man. Let's be honest, yeah? Because she still feels some type of way towards the ex-man. Yeah, it's not been long. You know, you were dating for 5 years. It's a long time, you understand? There's a lot of feelings there. So what should have been happening at this conjuncture should have been, listen, Condola, look, you know what? I don't even like this, you know, but I like you. Yeah, this is why human beings oftentimes fail at relationships. We are scared to be honest. Condola, I actually like you. We get on. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? We have the same mutual interests and everything else like that. But you know what? I'm not sure how to deal with this particular ex-man situation. I'm a little bit uncomfortable. But you know what? Because I like you, I'm willing to work at it and to move forward. What that does, when you open up on that emotional level, what that allows you to do is actually to become honest and actually face the demon that you're coming face to face with. The moment you try to be quiet like Issa did, you react the way she reacted, which was, no, it's fine, yeah, it's all good, yeah. Where's all your ex-men so I can even go and date them? You know, you become funny because now at that point, you don't know what to do. But the truth of the matter is sometimes we should tackle things with honesty. Then obviously we get the scene with Lawrence and Condola at the house. And Condola obviously now knows that, you know, that Lawrence is the ex of a client she's working with, a friend that she's working with now. And I think when she comes over, you know, she's a bit disheveled, she's a bit disorientated, a bit all over the place, really. And when she speaks obviously to Lawrence, I guess she was probably waiting for some words that would help her be comforted in that moment, in that scenario. But what I loved about what Condola did was that, you know what, she didn't make any immediate decisions straight away at the time. She said, give me time, I need to just think, I need to just process this. Which is the correct thing to do. Guys, listen, when you're in a situation where it's an unprecedented situation, which is what we call in law, when there has not been any particular case before this point, so it's unprecedented, no one has seen this before, then what you do is you take freaking time.
I think I just need some time to process all of this.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah.
You slow down. I just want to get to know you. Don't turn around. You know what I'm saying? You slow down and you analyze and you deep what's going on. And then you say, okay, cool. What can I do here? What's the correct process I should take here? And you know, there was a couple of things that even came up in their discussion, which was permanent. Not permanent. That was pertinent. All right. You know, she asked some questions like, how long you lot together? She asked, is Issa crazy? And you must ask this because some people are crazy enough to kill you just for entering into a relationship with their ex. Do you understand? Boys and girls. And then obviously an issue of whether, you know, she should continue working with Issa over a boyfriend. Let me just put this now quickly, guys. Lawrence hasn't been with Condola long enough either to declare or to have say or reign in the fact that he should end that friendship with Issa.
Really all good.
Good, like I should keep working with her?
You're gonna keep working with
I
her?
don't know, is that weird?
Because if they break up in a month's time, 3 months' time, maybe even 6 months' time, she now loses a friend off this guy, and he said they shouldn't be friends. So she can't even leave that friendship for him because it's not stable yet. At the same time, she also can't leave Issa for this man because the same thing, vice versa. So, I mean, she can't leave Lawrence just for Issa, because just in case her and Issa are not going to be great friends, they're just going to be business partners. Do you understand? So either way, there's going to be, if she doesn't slow down and actually process this and have wisdom, she makes an incorrect decision. You know what I mean? And I'll say this as well. Issa's and Condola's friendship can never work and never flourish without there being true honesty. Honesty is an act. It's a proactive act. It means that you don't have to be asked. You always speak it out, right? Transparency as being reactive. So yeah, friendships can't work unless there's truthful honesty, which means being proactive. Yeah, transparency is being reactive. You understand? You've been asked and you react. Proactiveness is honesty, where no one's asked for it, you then lend information to somebody, right? And so this friendship cannot work unless Issa is ready to be honest about how she truly feels about Lawrence. That will then allow Condola to know where she stands. At the moment, Condola doesn't know where she stands with this relationship, and therefore there's an awkwardness, as you saw at the block party, because no one really knows where they exactly stand, because no one's being truthfully honest, yeah? Condola's really waiting for Issa to kind of say, hey, look, do you know what? Maybe I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the fact that this happened, but look, I'm willing to work it out, as I said earlier on. And yeah, so I want to just round up. I mean, in this particular episode, I think it was a great episode. I think what we see is, what we see with Issa, Condola is going to be a difficult scenario, how to navigate a friendship around having an ex mutually.
So about Lawrence,
he's not coming tonight.
Oh, I was... Okay.
I'm just gonna go.
I don't know many people in that situation, so I can't even give an experienced answer from that. But what I would say is that this requires honesty and truthfulness. And then on the basis of Molly as well, if Molly doesn't state her position and expectations, you can't expect somebody to magically just yield to your standards when you haven't mentioned what your standards are, what you're expecting from the scenario. And so yeah, guys, listen, hey. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, click on that bell button for notifications. Hey, think before you do. Don't do before you think, as we're thinking about what you got to do. Appreciate you guys. Look out for episode 2 of Insecure, baby.